Hey guys, what's happening? Thanks for tuning in, coming back and watching. I appreciate it. Hope your day is going really well. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Luminar 4, and I'm going to be showing off some of the portrait tools. Now, you've seen them, I'm sure, in other videos, and they're very powerful. And, you know, I don't typically take portraits, and I've talked about that here. I generally, when I'm asked by somebody, hey, Jim, what do you shoot? If you're a photographer, what do you like to take photos of? I jokingly say anything that can't talk back. And that's kind of true, although over the last year I've opened up a little bit more to taking portraits, and while it's not my thing, I'm getting there. But Luminar 4 has some amazing portrait tools, and so amazing in fact that I think that they've done the impossible, which is to get me interested in taking portraits. So let's jump into it. I've got a photo here. Now this photo is supplied by Robert Vanelli. He works for Skyloom on the education team. Great photographer out of Florida. He was kind enough to let me use one of his photos here in this demo video. So you can see this photo is copyright by Vanelli as he goes by. But this is a photo he took. And I also want to clarify, as I said in my previous video, which I'll link there, which was about sky replacement, Luminar 4 is currently in beta, so things may change, the UI may change, the tools may change, whatever else may change. So I just wanted to clarify that it is in beta, and while we're showing some features, they may look different at launch. So just keep that in mind. But I want to talk about the tools and show you a couple of photo examples of how the tools work. So I'm going to start with this one, which is a what I would call a professional portrait, right? Taken by a talented photographer who knows what he's doing, unlike me. I'm kidding, but I'm trying to get, I think I'll just go like that. I'll show you a couple of photos that are some quick snaps I took that will also demonstrate this tool. So I'm in the portrait module. Again, things may change because we're in beta. AI Skin Enhancer and not AI, but Portrait Enhancer are the two primary tools for portrait enhancement. So you can click Skin Defects Removal, and you'll usually see that little things are removed. Like you saw that little dot there, like it might remove moles, it may remove some freckles, any spots on the face. Again, that's to be chosen, whether you want to do that or not, and it is automatic. Then the amount here is basically like skin smoothing. As you can see, I'll do a before and after. There's before and there's after. I've smoothed her skin quite a bit, but as you can tell, still has pores, still has the texture in her skin, so it's not making them look like a China doll per se. It doesn't work that way. So that's, I think, very intelligent. And by the way, you can see that her hair and things like that still look fine. So it's not like it's smoothing everything. Her eyes are still sharp. It's just really, it's isolating the skin, which is pretty powerful. Next up is the Portrait Enhancer tab. And this has a whole lot of filters. And I'm going to run through these because, they're pretty self-explanatory. So face light, right? That's just to add light to the face. I don't know that I really need it here. Maybe I'll do a tiny bit. But sometimes the faces might be a little bit obscured, right, because of the light. So that's a good way to do that. She does not have any red eye, but that slider allows you to remove that. Eye whitening, I'll just drag that over to the right here, and you will see her eyes will start to whiten up quite a bit. It does actually a really amazing job of isolating that. Here's the before, and here's the after. Looking better already. Eye enhancer is kind of like a little bit of crispness or clarity around the eyes themselves. So it's usually just right in here, like around the pupil, but it gets a little crisper, which I like. Dark circles, I'm not really seeing much evidence of that in her, but if you drag that to the right, it does pick up those areas right under the eye and does a good job with it. Slim face is the next one. Now this one you've seen, and I think some people are probably thinking, well, you're just trying to make people look skinny or whatever. And while it can be used for that to a certain extent, I think it's more so designed for any distortion you might get out of shooting with a lens that's maybe not optimal for portraits, or perhaps you're really close and it unnaturally distorts the size of the face. So you can just drag that, and you can see immediately it slims her face down and does a great job. Again, it isolates that, which is really cool. Enlarging eyes. You can see they just popped a little bit. Now, of course, you want to be careful, right? You don't want to go overdo it and make some kind of a weird looking outcome, but it's a great thing to use if, for example, somebody's squinting maybe in the sun, or, if maybe their eyes just naturally don't open as big and as bright as others. It's a thing to do there. Eyebrow improve. It basically just darkens the eyebrows. Pretty simple. Again, these are all sliders, so super easy. Lip saturation, redness, darkening. Every photo, I think, and thus far, and I've done this on a number of photos, every photo looks a little bit different, obviously, because they're different people. So I think you just got to play with these sliders. There's no right way to do it. I do like to use a little bit of lip darkening, especially like on her. So I think that helps a little bit, but I don't want to overdo it. I'm not trying to make it look like she put on some crazy red makeup, or lipstick, I should say. Just trying to give that a little bit of punch. And her teeth are not showing, so there's really no teeth whitening to be had here. But let me show you the before, and there's the after. Now, let me show you the entire before-after. That was the before and after for Portrait Enhancer, but the entire before-after. Here's the before, and here's the after, right? So before, after. You can see we cleared up the skin a little bit, improved the size of the eyes, the whiteness of the eyes, did a little work around the lips as well, darkened the eyebrows. So one more time, before and after. And maybe that's too much. I don't know. Again, I'm not really a portrait person. I'm impressed by the tools. So maybe that's a little bit overdone for you, and that's fine. Again, it's an example. Let me show you a couple more examples. Okay, here's a quick snapshot I took. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. And so again, I'm going to do a little bit of skin enhancer. And the reason I'm using this photo as an example is because there are two faces in it. So I've had people ask and say, hey, you know, does it work on group shots, for example? And the truth is, I don't have any group shots to try it on, but I found a photo with two faces in it, and it works, and it recognizes both faces. I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to just pop through some of these. I'm just going to kind of move these sliders, if I could get a hold of them, there you go. Move these sliders a little bit, and just kind of let you see how that works. The slim face, it's actually recognizing both faces, so I thought that was pretty cool. And you know, all of these tools are recognizing both faces. So let me get into teeth whitening for the one on the right. There you go. So, you know, just a quick, again, I'm not walking through all the tools. And again, you may not like the outcome here. Totally fine. I'm not trying to over fake what somebody looks like. I'm just trying to play with the tools, give you a demonstration of how they look and work, more importantly. So there's after, right? So before, after. I just thought it was really cool that it worked on two. I got one more, and you might recognize this person. Okay, that's me, an iPhone shot that I used on one of my vlogs from Wales. So just a quick iPhone snap. I thought, hey, if I'm going to enhance people's looks, I always wanted to be pretty. Why can't I just make myself look better? So, hey, what the hell? At my age, you might as well do what you can, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just make myself beautiful. That's going to take a lot more than just this product here. But anyway, I'm just kind of showing you what it can do. But there's a before and there's the after. I just made myself look a little bit younger, which is kind of nice. You know, an eyebrow improve would be good. I don't know if you ever noticed, I got really, really thin eyebrows. I'm not going to mess with the lips. I could whiten my teeth. That'd probably be good. There we go. I'm so pretty. Totally kidding. There's the before and the after. Now here's the fun thing is I can now go over to creative and I can go get a new sky, dramatic sunset, and see how that goes. And boom, all of a sudden I've got a nice sunset in Wales. Now it doesn't match the water. This is not a demo and all that. So you know, let's not get into that. But there, relight the scene, and I went pretty quickly from, you know, hey, there's old Jim with the bad light in the background to there's new Jim with a beautiful sunset. The point really was just that you can quickly and easily adjust portraits. Very powerful tools. I'm excited about it. And like I said, I don't really do a lot of portrait work, although I've done some more, as I said, over the last 6, 9, 12 months. And I think that I will be doing more because it's kind of fun. I'm not going to become a portrait artist because I prefer to take travel photos. Like what's behind me in this photo is what I prefer to shoot. But hey, you know, cool tools. They're coming in Luminar 4. Again, it's in beta. Things may change, but I thought you might want to check out this demo, and I do appreciate you watching, my friends. So if you have any comments, questions, that sort of thing, feel free to leave it down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share, please. I appreciate that. And if you have any questions, I'll put a link down below as well to the Luminar 4 pre-order site where you can purchase and read more about the product. That is an affiliate link. So if you do purchase, I make a small commission, but your price is the same, so it helps us both. And that's how it works, my friends. So if you have any questions, let me know. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a super awesome day. I'll see you real soon with more Luminar 4 videos and other stuff as well. Take care and adios.